Now, over 300 students of Oppong Memorial Senior High School at Kokofu in the Ashanti region have been displaced as fire ravaged the school's boys' dormitory on Thursday. There were no casualties as students were in class at the time of the blaze, which, however, destroyed education materials and other property. The cause of the fire is still unfolding, as no casualties were recorded, but the fire gutted the dormitory during instructional hours, as I already indicated. Headmaster of the school, Prince Charles, describes the situation as a big blow as he laments the school already faces acute accommodation and classroom deficit.
It is unclear what caused the outbreak, but eyewitnesses say it started about 11 a.m. and it took hours before firefighters arrived.
Well, sir, I'm having a trouble in the trunk inside and also my mattress, but all of it have meant. How can I study? It affects my study, so I can't study, so we need help.
And this is my trunk. And even I want to cry. All my books is bent.
Students have been counting their losses as they cleared the debris at the time the news team arrived at the scene.
The whole thing happened in the morning, around 11:30. Yeah, I was in the office attending to official duties and just had a call from one of the teachers, a distress call, that one of our boys' dormitory, the main boys' dormitory, is in flames. In fact, it wasn't easy at all for us. So we had to quickly rush to the place to find out exactly what was happening. And indeed, when we came to the site, the flames were all over. Actually, we didn't know where exactly it started, but we see that the whole block was in flames. So we had to call in the fire service. And fortunately, they also came. But by the time they came, the fire has razed everything down. The students, their mattresses, their trunks, their books, their uniforms and everything burnt to ashes. And this is a very big blow to the school because already we are having a dormitory deficit. And as we are praying for government to come to our aid, this is another bad incident that has happened to us.
Mr. Charles says all victims will be allowed to go home to get new books and other learning materials. The headmaster says the affected students will be temporarily housed in classrooms, awaiting government intervention to rehabilitate the dormitory.
And if you look at the block, at least it is housing about 300 students. And these 300 students now will have it very tough where to actually lay their bed. So we are going to make temporary provision for them, probably to see if we can add some to the existing dormitories, and then the remaining maybe will be kept in the classroom. We'll find one of the classrooms and then keep them there. So it's a terrible blow to us, and we hope that the government will soon come to our aid. Currently, all those who matter to be informed have been informed.
Nana Sensumensen's report for JoyNews.
Well, what's the latest on this situation? Nana Sensumensa joins us via phone from Kumasi. Nana, what is the situation right now at the school?
Yeah, when we got to the school this morning, as usual, after fire outbreak, you can see the people are very distressed and then they don't know what to do. But speaking to some of the students, they told me that last week was a terrible experience for them because after their dormitory got burnt, they didn't have anywhere to sleep. So they had to search with other colleagues. Some of them also slept in open places. And then others also were asked to sleep in the classroom which they were at the mercy of mosquitoes and bad weather. So the situation is very bad on campus at Oppong Memorial Secondary School, I must say. But also, when we got there, we also learned that the management of the school, the headmaster and other leaders, also paid courtesy call on the Kokofu man, that is Bema Okujesu the second. He is the overlord of Kokofu. He's very prominent in the Ashanti Kingdom. So they asked him to use his stool and then his influence to also impress upon government to ensure that rehabilitation of the bench dormitory will be expedited. So this has been some of the situations. We also saw the students who were affected. The management has asked the students to go home today, that's Friday, so that they can relax home and then get some learning materials from the parents, because the situation happened when they were in class during instructional hours. So all their belongings, their trunks, their chop boxes, their food, their clothing, their money, everything got spent. So they don't have anything on them. So they've been asked to go home and then collect other learning materials so that they can come back to school Monday and then continue normal activities on campus. So this has been the situation on campus of Oppong Memorial Senior High School at Kokofu.
Able to establish the cause of this fire?
We spoke with the headmaster of the school, and then that was around 11:30 about, and then he told me that they have been in touch with the fire personnel, and then they said they will be releasing the interim or the results or what actually caused the fire. They are still on it, it's still unfolding, so they are still waiting for the cause of the fire.
As we speak, are the students still at school? You indicated in your report that the school authorities wanted them to go home.
Yes, please. All the affected students, over 300 students who were affected, have been asked to go home this week so that they can relax. And then also, I must add this one this week. The management of the school has also come up with counseling section for the affected students. They are taking them through counseling because some of them were traumatized, and then some of them haven't seen such incident before, so they were not ready to even learn or go back to class. So they are trying to counsel them and then patch them up so that they can come back to the senses, and then from Monday they can join classes and then join the normal school sessions.
Nana Senso Mensah, Nana, thank you very much for that update.